This is Dan here from Reviews, and I'm going to be doing the Zombieland review alone this week. Zombieland pretty much starts out the same way all zombie movies do. You have a few people that are still left alive, and they're being hunted by zombies. Cities are in ruins. You know, the normal zombie apocalypse type thing. One thing that made this different, at least for me, was the narration by Jesse Eisenberg's character, Columbus, which I thought was funny throughout the entire movie. At first you sit there and you kind of wonder, how in the hell is a nerdy-ass kid like this even surviving in a world filled with zombies? And it turns out that he has this list of rules that he lives by to keep himself alive. Things like cardio, double tap, which is pretty much don't worry about wasting your ammo. If you shoot something, make sure it's dead. Check the back seat so if you ever get in the car, like nothing jumps out from the back seat and like bites your neck. Limber up so you can do the cardio rule. Never be a hero. And one that I think was my personal favorite was the beware of bathrooms rule. I thought the best part of this movie was with Jesse's character and when he runs into Woody Harrelson's character named Tallahassee. And guess I should explain that everyone in this movie is named after the place they're trying to get to, and they do that because they don't want to form like emotional connections with the people that they're with. Anyways, like I was saying, the interaction between these two characters, Columbus and Tallahassee, is flawless, and there's never a dull moment when these two were on screen together. At least I didn't think so. And this is mainly due to the fact that on this one end you have this nerdy ass like World of Warcraft nerd, and on the other hand you have a guy who couldn't care less about anything and is just pretty much out to kill zombies. And when these two personalities collide, it made for what I thought was some of the best parts of the movie. And they end up running into these two girls, I'm not going to explain how, played by Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin. Emma Stone plays the character Wichita, and Abigail Breslin is Little Rock. And Wichita and Little Rock decide that they want to go to an amusement park that they had heard no longer had zombies. I'm not entirely sure how they heard this bit of news. And apparently this amusement park is the last place on Earth that's safe. And I thought this whole idea was kind of stupid because throughout the entire movie, these zombies are coming after these people whenever there's like noises or lights or anything. So I was just sitting there like, why the fuck would you even want to go to an amusement park? You really just have to sit there and ignore the fact that it's a stupid and bad idea. That's what I did. And it didn't take away from the movie if you did that, and it won't anyway if you really don't care about that type of thing. I thought the best parts of this movie were at the beginning and end when they're setting up the characters. And when they did this, it was flawless. Towards the middle of the movie, there was a period I thought that it really starts to slow down, but that soon picks right back up with one of the funniest scenes in the movie. And fortunately, I can't talk about that because there was a huge cameo. And now that I've said that, please don't look it up and go see the movie. It is hysterical. This movie was like a fun adventure movie and never got dark. There was never a moment where like one of the main characters died and they all had to deal with it. So nothing that ever took away from the fact that this movie was hilarious is what I'm trying to say. There were a few jokes that repeated that kind of lost their strength toward the end, but they didn't repeat them too much, and when they did, it was always backed up by something that I just thought was hysterical and had like the entire theater in tears. Oh, and there's no lack of gore in this movie, so anybody who enjoys bloody zombie movies will never be disappointed while they're sitting in it. So in final thoughts, I'm going to say that the writing in this movie was great. The jokes were fantastic, and when they were back and forth in between characters, they were even better. The interaction between characters and the chemistry was spot on. There was never a dull moment when these characters were on screen together. And I just thought that was the movie's strength, was really just the character interactions and how funny they were. And like I just said, there's plenty of gore to go around. Now, before I give my rating, I'm going to say that Shaun of the Dead is one of my personal favorite, movies of all time. I love that movie. It's definitely a cult classic. And honestly, Zombieland is going to be a cult classic as well, I feel, and it's going to stay on people's DVD shelves for years, and they're going to be showing it to their kids and all that. I mean, I think a ton of people are going to see this movie and really, really love it. And with that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10, and you should definitely go check it out. Thanks for listening. This was Lati Da Review's review of Zombieland.